that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle picked this particular interviewee simply because they have such disdain for our wonderful British monarchy. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here. Nice to see you as ever. Hope you're all keeping well. It's interesting, isn't it, when you think about Harry and Meghan, because if you recall when they claimed they were going to be speaking to journalists, they submitted a list of people that they didn't like, mainly the tabloid people over here in the United Kingdom. In fact, virtually everybody over here. But they were going to talk to grassroots journalists. That's never happened, has it? I've never seen any young journalistic student being given the opportunity to interview Harry and Meghan, seemingly because, of course, they don't necessarily believe in their own narrative. But it got even deeper, didn't it, when, of course, Prince Harry decided that he was looking for avenues for him to be interviewed for publishing and pushing his book Spare, which, as we've told you before, has done incredibly well sales-wise. After all, when you think about it, a big marketing campaign for 6 months. People like myself were talking about it. Of course, royal watchers were looking for it, and then it hit. And seemingly people can't get enough of royal gossip. And really what's emerged from that particular book is a simple series of mistruths and lies, And Harry knows himself that the British monarchy can simply not respond back. It's not their done thing. They simply wouldn't be doing it. But it was interesting to note with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle that previously they've always picked people who they feel, of course, are in their, corner. Recently, in fact, Gayle King, the mouthpiece of Oprah Winfrey, who claimed after that interview with Harry and Meghan that this was simply Oprah's best work ever. That's right. That's what she said, has picked up an award regarding some journalism. I think it's the Walter Cronkite or something like that award. Really? You couldn't make this stuff up, could you? But if you recall, of course, Prince Harry sat down with this particular chat show host to help promote the book. This was billed as the big sit down, and there was going to be an audience there. Seemingly there was no audience there. They were piped in and piped out. And then there was this skit, wasn't there, with Tom Hanks sort of making fun of the British monarchy, all to show that Prince Harry was such a super fun guy. He went on to chat in that particular interview about the broken necklace and all the other unsavoury details about his own autobiography. But it turns out, yes, that the host of that show, the Stephen Colbert Show, which doesn't rate the very best, let me tell you, over in the United States, is not a fan of the British monarchy. In fact, he claims that they're simply gangsters in nice clothes. His words. And basically, he also went on to say that no, he wouldn't be necessarily deemed a fan of the British monarchy. It wasn't his real thing. He let this slip during a chat with the British-born actor Patrick Stewart, Sir Patrick Stewart, who's been less than vocal himself about the British monarchy. But the minute they decided to drop the honour of being Sir Patrick, he was there like a bullet, ready to pick it up. Oh yes, I've met them all, trust me. But the bottom line is this. It's interesting to note because Stephen Colbert has been very vocal about the British monarchy, and yet the other chat show hosts across America seemingly have a kind of perspective. Now, according to a Much Insider over on CBS, which helps produce that particular show, they were claiming that Prince Harry was totally aware that Stephen Colbert was not the biggest fan of the British monarchy, and that Prince Harry would have known this had he watched any of the skits, the monologues, and other episodes. So why would Harry in particular want to make sure that his only big chat show appearance was with someone who clearly detests his own family so much? As ever, mystery surrounds that particular answer. But perhaps he knew that this would antagonize many people, or so he thought over here in the United Kingdom. Sadly for Harry, though, that particular episode didn't rate incredibly well at all. And over here, Stephen Colbert remains something of a mystery. In fact, until Harry came along, we barely even heard of him. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.